Hello and welcome. This is Today in the News. Here are the highlights. Police confiscates truckload of hard drugs, foodstuff and other consumables in Zamfara. President Buhari performs swearing-in of Justice Olukayode Ariwola as substantive Chief Justice of Nigeria. Court sentences a Nollywood filmmaker and producer Olajide Karim to 7 years imprisonment. Police have confiscated a truckload of hard drugs, foodstuff and other consumables meant for delivery to bandits in Dangulbi, Magami axis in Zamfara. 8 suspected bandits, including a female informant, were arrested, while bandits' attacks were repelled in 3 local government areas. 4 rifles, 250 rounds of live ammunition and 9 rustled cattle were also recovered. Despite relentless efforts by government and security agencies to restore peace in Zamfara, some communities and highways remain soft targets for the bandits. President Muhammadu Buhari has performed the swearing-in of Justice Olukayode Ariwola as the substantive Chief Justice of Nigeria. The president performed the swearing-in ceremony briefly before the commencement of the week's Federal Executive Council meeting. The swearing-in of Justice Olukayode Ariwola was witnessed by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo as well as Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, the home state of the new Chief Justice of Nigeria, and Oluwarotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State, a senior advocate of Nigeria, as well as the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum. Also seated as witnesses at the ceremony were other justices of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, and the Chief of Staff to the President, as well as the National Security Advisor. The new Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Tajuddin Olukayode Ariwola, was born on the 22nd of August 1954 in Iseyin, Oyo State. He attended the prestigious Obafemi Awolowo University, formerly University of Ife in Osun State, for his Bachelor's of Law degree and was called to the Nigerian bar in 1981. The Federal High Court in Lagos has sentenced Nollywood filmmaker and producer Olajide Karim, also known as Seun, to 7 years imprisonment with hard labor for fraud, but the court set him free because he had exceeded the imprisonment time in detention. Justice Oluremi Oguntoyinbo sentenced Mr. Karim after convicting him of one of the 44-count charge filed against him by the police. Justice Oguntoyinbo declared that 43 of the 44 counts crumbled because of a lack of witnesses to substantiate the claims. She also found that the prosecuting team failed in the responsibility to produce evidence to be backed with witnesses in counts 4, 19, and 21. The judge also said the police tampered with the money recovered from the suspects and ruled that all the money recovered from Seun as evidence be returned to him. 31 states and the FCT have been gravely impacted by the 2022 floods, affecting over 1.4 million people, with about 500 deaths recorded. This year's floods so far have been marked the worst the country has ever witnessed. The Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development says it plans to adopt the recently approved National Flood Emergency Preparedness and Response Plan to mitigate the effects of the flood disaster. The impact of the flood across the country is already biting really hard. The Lokoja Bridge, which is the link road between the north and the south, has been flooded, making commuting between both regions difficult. And this has greatly affected trade, as exchange of goods between the north and the south is now an Herculean task. It has also resulted in long queues in the fuel stations in Abuja and beyond, since fuel-laden trailers have been unable to discharge fuel to the depot at fuel station.